Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, how are you all? Hope all of you are in good health. It's me Sabah, your mathematics teacher for grade 3. Let's start your today's class with the name of Allah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. O my Lord, open my chest and ease my task for me. Remove the impediment from my speech so that they may understand what I say. So, let's start your today's class. So, the topic we're going to discuss today is the last topic from chapter number 4, division, and that is skill zone. That is on your book, page number 72. So, as I told you before that in skill zone, we'll apply the knowledge, whatever we gain from the whole chapter, we'll apply that knowledge over here. So, skill zone, apply what you know. Question number 1 is, when two of the numbers in the tables are swapped, the sum of the numbers in each row and column can be divided by 3 without leaving a remainder. Which two numbers are these? Circle them. So, you have to find out those two numbers in this table, that if you changed those two numbers with each other, or you can say if you swap those numbers, so you will get the sum of all the rows and columns that is exactly divisible by 3. So exactly divisible means you will get no remainder at the end. Okay, so let's have a look to the first column of this table. So the first column here is 1 plus 4 5 plus 2 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8 is 15. So 15 is exactly divisible by 3 because 5 times 3 is 15. So here we'll get no remainder in the case of first column. Now let's move to the next column. 3 plus 7 10 plus 3 13 plus 7 20. Now the sum of the column number 2 is 20, and 20 is not exactly divisible by 3 because 20 does not comes in the table of 3. So in this case we'll get the remainder. So that means this column is not appropriate, or it's not belong to this condition that we have. So we'll shift to the next column. So next column is 5 plus 2 7, then 9. 7 plus 9 equals to 16. 16 plus 5 equals to 21. So the sum of this column is 21, and it is exactly divisible by 3 because we know that 7 times 3 equals to 21. So in this case we'll get no remainder. So that means this column is also belongs to this condition. So column number 1 and column number 3 is appropriate, or is belongs to this condition that we have in a question. So except this column number 2, so we'll discuss it later. Now we'll shift to the fourth one column, and that is 6 plus 1 7 plus 4 11 and plus 8. 11 plus 8 is 19. So 19 is also not exactly divisible by 3 because 19 does not comes in the table of 3. So in this case we also get the remainder. So that means this column is also not fulfill this condition. Okay, so in this case what we're going to do, that means there is a problem in the second one column and the fourth one column. So let's find out the digit that in this, that is in column number 2 and column number 4. So we have to swap the digit from these two columns with each other, and then let's find out that whether its sum will be exactly divisible by 3 or not. So if we change this 3 with 4, if we change or swap this 3 by the 4 of this column, so let's check that what result we'll get. So in this case then we'll write, what we're gonna write here, we'll write 3 in place of 4, and we'll write 4 in place of 3 like this. In place of 3 we'll write 4 here, and in place of 4 we'll write 3. Okay, So by writing it here, we'll see that now we'll add it. Okay, so by adding it, so here we'll get 3. Now we'll find out its sum. So the column, second column have 3 plus 7 10 plus 4 14 and plus 7 21. Now we'll get the sum, that is 21. Okay, so the sum of column number 2 is 21. Okay, so 21 is exactly divisible by 3. That means this column is now fulfilling this point that we have in the question. Now move towards the last column. Last column contains now 6 plus 1 7 plus 3 13, and at below here is 8. So 13 plus 8 equals to 21. So it is also exactly divisible by 3, because we know that 7 times 3 equals to 21. So that means this column is now exactly divisible by 3. Okay, so by swapped or by interchanging of the digits, that is 4 and 3, by changing these two numbers, we will get the sum that is exactly divisible by 3. Hope you understood this question. Now let's move to the next question, that is, Nasser is thinking of two numbers. When he divides them, he gets the ones place of the dividend as the remainder and the digits in the tens place as the quotient. The digit in the ones place of the dividend is the smallest even number, and the digit in the tens place is the 5 more than that in the ones place. So find out the dividend and the divisor. So in this case, basically you have to find out the dividend and the divisor, and we have some point to find out this dividend and divisor. So to find out the divisor, we have the point that is here, that when he divides them, who? Nasser. Nasser is thinking of two numbers. So when he divides them, when he divides that two numbers, he gets the ones place of the dividend as the remainder and the digit in the tens place as the quotient. So this definition, if you remember that this definition is the definition of division by tens. Yes, so we discussed this point in the topic division by tens. So that means in this case the divisor is 10, because division by tens, if this definition is of division by tens, that means the divisor should be 10. So here we'll get our divisor from the first point, that is 10. Now we'll have to find out the dividend. Now how we'll find out our dividend? So now here is the point, so that explains that how we find out the dividend. So here's the point, that the digit in the ones place of the dividend is the smallest even number. Now tell me, what is the smallest even number? Even numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 up to so on. So the smallest bit among these are 2. Yes, is 2. So the smallest even number is 2. So we'll write 2 on the ones place, because here is the condition that the digit in the ones place of the dividend is the smallest even number. So that is why we have written on the ones place, we have written 2. That is the smallest even number. Now let's move towards the digit that is on the tens place. Now the digit in the tens place is 5 more than that in the ones place. That means the digit that is on the ones place, so that we have to add 5 in it, and then we'll get our digit that is on the tens place. Okay, so as we have 2 on the ones place, so let's have a add 5 in it. So if we'll add 5 in it, because here is the condition that the digit in the tens place is 5 more than that in the ones place. So 5 more than that means we have to add 5. So we'll add 5 in 2. So 2 plus 5 equals to 7. So that means 7 is the digit that we have on our tens place. So we'll write 7 on the tens place. So this is our dividend, 72. Okay. So now we find out both the dividend and the divisor. Now we'll divide it also. Okay. So that we'll find out that whether this point is correct or not, that if we divide that two numbers, we'll get the ones place digit of the dividend as the remainder and the digit in the tens place as the quotient. We also proved this point now. So we have to divide this. So 10 is the divisor here, so we'll write 10 outside the square root, and 72 is the dividend here, so we'll write 72 inside the square root. Now let's start dividing it. So recall the table of 10. So 72 does not comes in the table of 10. So below 72, 70 comes in the table of 10. How many times? 7 times. So we'll write 7 at the top and we'll write minus 70 below, like this. Okay. Now subtracted 7 minus 7 equals to 0 and 2 minus 0 equals to 2. Okay. So here you can see we have the quotient 7 and the remainder is 2 here. Yes. So we'll write quotient 7 and the remainder 2. So that means we choose or we find out the correct dividend and the divisor, because by dividing them we'll get the answer or we'll get the digit that is on the ones place of the dividend, that is 2, as a remainder, and we'll get the digit that is on the tens place of the dividend, we'll get it as our quotient. So that means this question is fulfilling on this point. So that means we find out the exact numbers. Okay. So in this given block you have to write the dividend and the divisor. So dividend is 72 and the divisor is 10. So this is all about today's lecture. Hope you understood these two questions. So your home task is do solve question number 1 to question number 5 of testing zone of page 74 on your book. So best of luck for your home task. Jazakallahu khair. Allah Hafiz.